Welcome. Welcome to the show. Wednesday, April 9th. I am pre-recording this show. Just a couple minutes after 9:30 a.m.
Feel the bassline. The one and only hardcore future.
Today is a good day. Today's a good day. This is the DJ DOGE show. You are tuned in. Welcome. Good morning. Wednesday morning. I'm recording this show 9:36 a.m. Today, Wednesday, April 9th, National Gin and Tonic Day. Ugh. That sounds, Gin, I don't know. It's a little rough. National Chicken Little Awareness Day. I like this one here. Let's do this one. National Chicken Little Awareness Day is an annual celebration of a folk tale that occurs on April 9th. The story is about an insanely scared chick who constantly thinks the world is coming to an end. He's convinced of this because objects such as acorns keep falling on his head, which makes out to be the sky falling. This is a good story, actually, now that I know that today is National Chicken Little Day, that I might be obliged to do a little deep dive here into Chicken Little. So we'll have that in store here for later on in the show. Today in history. Ruthless, 2003. This would be on April 9th. Baghdad falls to U.S. forces, resulting in widespread looting. Ruthless. That is a ruthless, ruthless day of history today. Rough stuff. Yeah, Jamie Dimon's in the news, all this nonsense. Yeah, it's making a big splash with the tariffs. You know what? It's a bunch of BS if you ask me. Here's news, dailymail.com. Elon Musk escalates the MAGA civil war over Trump's tariffs with a very telling action. Musk isn't backing off his war of words with Donald Trump's tariff architect, Peter Navarro. The Tesla and SpaceX billionaire hasn't been shy about sharing his opposition to the president's sweeping international tariffs, which went into effect overnight, spearheaded by Trump's senior advisor for trade and manufacturing. Over the last few days, Musk and Navarro have shared some choice words. Yeah, I heard a little bit about that. Blah, blah, blah. Do we get a video? Come on, man. Give me a video. Nope, not a video. Okay, posting a clip to X. Doobie-doobie-doo. Okay, here. When it comes... Oh, no, this is what Navarro said. The owner of... Oh, yeah, this is what he says. When it comes to tariffs and trade, and we all understand, the White House and American people understand that Elon is a car manufacturer, but he's not a car manufacturer. He's a car assembler, he says. Peter Navarro. Elon Musk responded angrily on X, saying that Navarro is dumber than a sack of bricks. That doesn't mean he was angry, but Navarro is truly a moron. I mean, that I don't doubt. Peter Retardo. Retardo, that's good. Oh, man. That's funny. Good old Elon is going in on him. When Navarro insisted the tariffs would eventually pay off, Musk took to his X platform to mock the economic advisor. The Tesla boss responded to a post noting that Navarro's education credentials, to which he said a PhD in econ from Harvard is a bad thing, not a good thing, results in the ego/brains is greater than one problem. I'm not understanding that. I know you're probably just as lost as me when it comes to what I just read out loud there. Tariffs. Let's see. What else do we got, guys? The USA could be bombing Iran over the weekend. That doesn't look good. Donald Trump threatens to bomb Iran. He should not be dismissed as empty words. Yeah, I mean, I guess when someone threatens to bomb you, you don't dismiss it as empty words, pretty much. It says Americans are preparing for Armageddon-type scenario. They're buying lots of guns and survival equipment all across the U.S. Tariffs have MAGA influencers questioning their faith in Donald Trump. Elon and the Don keep fanning the flames of Fort Knox gold conspiracy theories. China slaps the USA with 84% tariffs. Wall Street is rattled. It's a stock roller coaster. The EU greenlights retaliatory duties. War has never been closer The U.S. new nuclear bomb is 24 times more powerful than Hiroshima. These are headlines, folks, here on the Drudge Report. Zelensky warns Chinese soldiers on the Russian front lines as two are captured in escalation. At the time of recording, the price of a DOGE coin paired with the US dollar is 0.146. So we have China's getting the most amount of the tariffs. Actually, no, that's not true. We are charging Cambodia the largest tariff out of everyone. Cambodia apparently charges 97% tariff on American-made products in their country. That's a pretty high tariff. It means like if you want like a Budweiser, you're giving 97 cents out of the dollar to the government to pay for the beer. That's pretty outrageous. I mean, but everything's just going to get more expensive here, it looks like. Megyn Kelly predicts Trump may sacrifice the White House to win the tariff war. I'm not sure what that means. Lots of gossipy news here. What else do we got? Here in Chicago, we have suburban police warn of a senior assassin paranoia water gun games. You know, people, let's find out what this is about. Let's find out. Let's go. This is courtesy of CBS News Chicago.
Where high school seniors shoot water guns at each other. But people across the Chicago suburbs are now calling police. Our Marissa Sulik spoke with local police departments who are getting calls daily about this. They want people to be aware and kids to be safe. Marissa?
Joe, the game is called Senior Assassin. It's become a tradition of sorts for high school seniors as they near graduation. The problem is sometimes these teens are taken as trespassers, or the water guns they use are taken as actual firearms.
No. It's a game that can be fun, but it can quickly turn frightening for anyone unsure what is going on.
I just think people look out their window, they see something suspicious, and they call, and they should call.
Sergeant Andrew Sieber with the Lake Zurich Police Department says they get a few calls a week about kids carrying guns.
This driver was creeping around near another home and went into
So we got kids running around.
This morning they were alerted a teen was running between homes
water
in the
guns.
Barrington neighborhood.
There was a suspicious person call where a young person was dipping in and out around a garage. A concerned neighbor called the police to report the suspicious activity, and it just ended up being a kid playing the game.
The game is called Senior Assassin. Many high school seniors play and try to shoot their classmates. The last one standing wins a cash prize.
Each participant gets a name on it of one of their classmates, and it is their job to...
So, you know, it's not that bad of a day if the big news in Chicago is that we have high school students running around squirting each other with water guns in the suburbs, folks.
Assassinate that person with a squirt gun.
But the game can be deadly. In Minnesota in 2015, 2 students died in a car crash plane. Last spring in Itasca, 2 kids were miraculously okay after they rolled this car. It's why police departments across Chicago put posts on...
They were playing, they got in a car crash playing, they were playing a squirt gun assassin game in the car. It's not a big surprise that they got in a car accident.
Social media recently alerting parents and community members. Already this week, Schaumburg police say they responded to a call of a student with a handgun at a fast food restaurant. It turned out to be a water gun Glock replica.
More often than not, the guns are looking more realistic, more tactical, and it's harder to tell the difference between them.
Sergeant Sieber says until
He says the squirt guns are looking more tactical these days, so be careful, kids. If you're playing with squirt guns, be careful, because the police are not playing games.
police determine it is a squirt gun, they have to treat each incident like the real thing. He says it's possible for students to be charged with trespassing, but also disorderly conduct or aggravated assault if they point a weapon at the wrong person and they believe it's real.
We want them to call the police. We just don't want any overreactions that could result in tragedy.
Schools like District 95 and Lake Zurich say that they prohibit this game on their property and they do not sponsor it. We're live at the control room. Marissa Sulik, CBS.
Wait. Who prohibits the game, I said?
We just don't want any
Let's find this out.
that could result in tragedy.
Schools like District 95 and Lake Zurich say that they prohibit this game.
Okay, so the schools in Lake Zurich told CBS News Chicago that they prohibit the game of playing with squirt guns
On their property and they do not sponsor it. We're live at the control room. Marissa Sulik.
They don't sponsor it. There you have it, folks. This is the big news. Uh-oh. Police arrest 14-year-old for Southside carjacking and robbery. 14-year-old. Come on, man. Chicago police said a 14-year-old is charged with carjacking and robbery in the city's West Englewood neighborhood. Police said a 43-year-old had her personal belongings and car taken by force in the 6600 block of South Ada Street on February 28th. Chicago police said they arrested a 14-year-old boy in connection to the crime on Monday in the city's Tri-Taylor neighborhood. He faces one felony count of vehicular hijacking and one felony count of robbery. No further details have been released. So, the police have been watching this little 14-year-old kid now for a month. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Did you know that the modern glass bottle will take up to 4,000 years to decompose? 4,000 years! It's even longer if it's in a landfill.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, people? A modern glass bottle would take 4,000 years or more to decompose, and even longer if it's in a landfill. Can you imagine? Imagine if there's a big party where everyone's drinking Modelo's. Or Coronas. Maybe it's like a party in the woods. And nobody goes to that place for 4,000 years. And then when they finally go there, they see all the Corona bottles still there. That's what we're talking about. I mean, who the heck will be here in 4,000 years? That's what I want to know. Who's going to be here in 4,000 years? What's it going to look like? You're tuned into the DJ Doge Show. Follow me on X at DEEJAYDOGE. And we're back. Talking about local news here. Teen charged with attempted murder of another in Southside shooting. A teenage boy, this is 2 days ago, teenage boy was charged with shooting another on the city's south side last month. The 17-year-old boy was charged with felony counts of attempted first-degree murder and aggravated battery with discharge of a firearm. Chicago police said the teen was taken into custody by officers and members of the U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force on Sunday in the 6200 block of West 59th Street. It's kind of nice the U.S. Marshals are here in the Great Lakes area, posted up. He was identified as a suspect who shot and seriously... See, they wrote this wrong. The suspect who shot and seriously, I think they were meant to say injured there, a 16-year-old boy on March 28th in the 8100 block of South Scottsdale Avenue. Police said the teen was taken into custody and charged accordingly. 16. Oh wait, no. He was 17 years old. These little kids are running amok, going crazy, carjacking people, shooting people, here in Chicago. It's crazy. I thought this might be a different one. A Chicago woman was charged with shooting a 33-year-old man inside a building on the city's west side. Oh, this was Saturday morning. Her name was Kathina Briscoe Edwards was arrested and charged with one felony count of attempted first-degree murder. Police said she was arrested on Saturday just before noon. Oh, she in Gurnee, Illinois. Oh, that's where she was arrested. But it happened on the 4000 block of West Crenshaw Street. I'm not sure where that is. The victim was inside a residential building around 3 a.m. when a person who was Edwards approached, pulled out a firearm, and shot him in the leg. So wait a minute, I thought it says attempted first-degree murder. If she shot him in the leg, how is it attempted first-degree murder? I don't know. Maybe they're saying she's just a really bad aim. Pretty much. She's a bad aim. Here we have some news. This is news. Concealed carry holder injured in Pilsen shootout. That used to be right by my old neighborhood there. After an argument. Let's check out this little news story.
Says it's a little hard to walk and he's emotionally drained. He's traumatized after being involved in a shootout.
He had his hand on the gun from the get-go. I was in disbelief that he was doing that.
In a matter of seconds, Ricky Villalobos says he found himself in a shootout in his Pilsen neighborhood.
It seemed like it was forever, but I think it was like 30-something bullets I heard on his side, and me probably about 20.
Villalobos says he was walking his Husky this morning near Cullerton and May when he saw two people near a car.
I see a guy, young kid, tapping on the window, which I thought was a phone, but 5 car lengths away, and he's hitting it, and then I see that it brandishes a gun.
Unsure of what the suspects were trying to do, he says one of the men started cursing at him.
Swears profanity that he's going to shoot me, and then I see him shoot, the flame out of his gun, and I duck down and I shoot, return fire.
Police say Villalobos has a valid FOID card and a concealed carry license.
I did what I had to do. I didn't want to die on the streets, and I didn't want to kill him either. believe it or not, I was praying that I don't kill anybody. So that's hard.
While Villalobos isn't sure if the suspects were hurt.
Well, there you pretty much have it. I mean, he said that there was 30 on the one side, and so it's like 50 gunshots going off in the middle of the daytime right here, right in the middle of the street, right in Pilsen.
I think
This old man is exchanging fire with these punks.
I was running
What ends up happening is sometimes people put things in their bin that they shouldn't. We call that contamination. And the contamination makes it very expensive for us to process glass. It makes it very cumbersome for the MRF, and it, in general, makes it harder to recover the materials that we want to. So one common misconception we hear is that glass is okay to be in the landfill because it's an inert material, and it is an inert material. However, it takes well over 4,000 years to fully degrade.
We've invested very heavily in glass cleanup systems for our facility. We've got over $1 million invested into cleaning out the contamination from the glass at this facility. And then after that, it still needs to go to a secondary processor, and they process and remove the remaining contamination that we're not able to remove.
We want our residents to put whole bottles into their cart. Now, we understand that through transportation there is some breakage there, but allowing us to use a glass crusher to...
You're tuned into the DJ Doge Show. Follow me on X at DEEJAYDOGE. And we're back. Yeah, I keep screwing up my commercial timing there, but not sure how far I screwed up, but we were watching this. So we're going to start over. A concealed carry holder injured in Pilsen shootout after argument. This old man saw some punks, and I know right where this is. This is like common place you drive through every day, almost, pretty much, right here. And this old man exchanged there were about 50 shots fired in the middle of the afternoon here. Let's watch this video.
Yeah, that's right, Marie. After being shot in the knee, the 66-year-old man says it's a little hard to walk and he's emotionally drained. He's traumatized after being involved in a shootout.
Wait, did she say he got shot in the knee? Come on now.
In the knee, the 66-year-old man says, Marie, after being shot in the knee, the 66-year-old
He got shot in the knee.
says it's a little hard to walk and he's emotionally drained. He's traumatized after being involved in a
That is bogus. He got shot.
shootout.
he had his hand on the gun from the get-go. I was in disbelief that he was doing that.
In a matter of seconds, Ricky Villalobos says he found himself in a shootout in his Pilsen neighborhood.
It seemed like it was forever, but I think it was like 30-something bullets I heard on his side, and me probably about 20.
Villalobos says he was walking his Husky this morning near Cullerton and May.
So you gotta think that's like 50 bullets. So this guy had a couple magazines on him. You better be walking around with a couple magazines in your pocket, from the looks of it.
When he saw two people near a car.
I see a guy, young kid, tapping on the window, which I thought was a phone, but 5 car lengths away, and he's hitting it, and then I see that it brandishes a gun.
Unsure of what the suspects were trying to do, he says one of the men started cursing at him.
Swears profanity that he's going to shoot me, and then I see him shoot, the flame out of his gun, and I duck down and I shoot, return fire.
Police say Villalobos has a valid FOID card and a concealed carry license.
I did what I had to do. I didn't want to die on the streets, and I didn't want to kill him either. Believe it or not, I was praying that I don't kill anybody.
So he got shot today? We gotta see. He just got shot by these guys. How did it end? They ran away? What happened?
That's hard.
While Villalobos isn't sure if the suspects were hurt, he was shot in the right knee.
I think I was running to get cover, and I felt my leg moved, and I know if I would have went down, he would have rushed me and shot me, so I had to stay up.
You hear that? The guy, he's sure the guy would have ran over and shot him. This is just out walking your dog. You gotta be armed.
Villalobos says this isn't the first time he's been shot. In 1995, in this very neighborhood, he was walking with his wife when someone started shooting from a car and he was hit. Police say no one is in custody for this morning's shooting. Reporting live in Pilsen, Barney, CBS News, Chicago.
Well, there you have it, folks. There you have it. Make sure that you have more than one magazine when you're walking around, walking your dog. Because if that guy would have only had one magazine full of bullets, he probably would be dead right now. As crazy as that is, walking your dog just from some punks, you gotta understand that we have to take a quick break here. It's gonna be 1.5 minutes. We'll be right back. Oh no.
Making the weapons absolutely unusable.
Look at the guns go. Melt them down. Oh no, look at all the melted guns.
Parts were put in specially built.
Let's see.
Assembled by highly trained personnel.
Look at this guy.
After dismantling the weapons,
he's the Grim Reaper for AK-47s.
The remaining parts were put in specially built burning boxes or furnaces, making the weapons absolutely unusable.
That's all melted AK-47s. I mean, that's recycling, folks. That is recycling.
Approximately 45,000 nuclear weapons stockpiled at the time of its collapse, which were mostly tested at the
recycling
in eastern Kazakhstan.
AK-47s.
According to official records, the Soviet Union carried out 456 nuclear explosive tests at
why not?
During the Cold War.
You know, they're made of metal. Metal needs to be recycled. You know what I want to know about is how they recycle glass. And we're back. We're talking about crazy local news here. Crazy local news. In other news, Sox lost. Sox lost on the road yesterday. But you know what? It's not really a loss really to feel too bad about. Let's check out this video of game highlights from yesterday in Cleveland, who hosted our White Sox. This is their official home opener. And this game is kind of remarkable, I guess. Here, check it out. See if you think so.
Cold, wind-swept day in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. And as the saying goes, better late than never. The Cleveland Guardians are the final team in Major League Baseball to play a home game this year. The place will be packed here at Progressive Field as they take on the Chicago White Sox.
Is that their main big stadium over there in Cleveland? I don't know. I've never been.
Good news is the sun is out. The bad news is the wind chill right now is 23. But hey, we're playing baseball.
Hey, who's the big purple guy? You see that guy? Who's this guy? Look at the big purple guy.
Here, the place will be packed here at Progressive Field as they take on the Chicago White Sox.
Good news is the sun is out. The bad news is the wind chill right now is 23. But hey,
Oh, boy.
we're playing baseball.
On this
For us, ours is a big green fuzzy guy, Southpaw. You guys know him.
very day, 50 years ago, April 8, 1975, Frank Robinson became the first African-American manager in Major League history. And we are honored to have the Hall of Famer Frank Robinson's family with us here today. Fans, please join us as we would like to take a moment to honor and recognize the lives of...
Honestly, I mean, what? Looks kind of like a nice big stadium. I mean, no place is as good as our U.S. Cellular Field. All of us call it that. It's now, I guess, technically called the Guaranteed Rate Field. But I just call it the U.S. Cellular Field. But check out this aerial view of the Cleveland Stadium. Looks pretty nice. Looks surrounded by, it's like in the middle of a bunch of highway ramps zigzagging all over, it looks like.
Robinson's family with us here today. Fans, please join us as we would like to take a moment to honor and recognize the lives of two legendary individuals who made a lasting impact on our organization and Northeast Ohio. We remember a generational hero, Rocky Colavito. His enduring connection to our city, our ball club, and the fans remains a cherished part of Cleveland baseball history. We also...
Now, we're not in this video to watch all this Cleveland stuff, I'll be honest. And this is the DJ DOGE show, and this is a music show, so let's play a couple tunes. How about that? Let's go. This is Dominica, I Gotta Let You Go, the David Puentez remix.
Go.
And this here is Barney Osborn Breakaway, the Gil Aguilar 208 Westside edit. That's a mouthful. We're gonna keep on trucking with this video. There's a lot of opening day ceremony stuff. We're gonna have to see that.
Back-to-back walks for the Sox.
It'll give Andrew Vaughn an opportunity. In the air to left. Vaughn drifting back. Onto the track. Makes the catch.
So a couple of walks does no damage. The White Sox not able to get on the board.
Shane Smith, start number 2. We had people talking in start number 1. A lot of good stuff. Some nasty off.
This video being brought to us courtesy of the MLB YouTube channel go and subscribe. We are watching White Sox versus the Cleveland Guardians. Highlights from yesterday. This is their opening day. The Cleveland Guardians.
Speed. It is Amaya at short, and there's one away to start this bottom of the first inning.
Now the 1-2. Swung on a little looping liner to center, and it carries. Back goes Robert to grab it. Here's the birthday boy, number 39 today for Carlos Santana. Hitting .265, a homer, 3 RBIs, batting left-handed at first.
Got him swinging.
Strong first inning for the kid.
And that is the third walk already for the White Sox here to start this game.
And that'll bring up Lenine Sosa.
Ben Lively's not a guy that walks many usually.
I know that. That's why I'm saying it's a little strange. But you like that. He made his pitch to get the 2.
Textbook defense that time. Jose Ramirez turned it over to Gabriel Arias, who flipped it on to Carlos Santana. 2 outs and nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the inning.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. The end of the game. Final score is 1-0.
The 15 batted balls in that first start, just 1 barrel. His stuff moves. He's able to keep it away from the heart of the bat.
So that means these guys just go back and forth.
And he gets him on that changeup. You asked for.
Nobody gets a single point.
Out of it.
Second punch out for Shane Smith.
Here's Lane Thomas.
And the changeup. 3 straight punch outs for Shane Smith.
Nolan Jones with 2 down and the bases empty.
Backhand.
Did you know that the modern glass bottle will take up to 4,000 years to decompose? 4,000 years! It's even longer if it's in a landfill.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, people? A modern glass bottle would take 4,000 years or more to decompose. And even longer if it's in a landfill. Can you imagine? Imagine if there's a big party where everyone's drinking Modelo's. Or Coronas. Maybe it's like a party in the woods. And nobody goes there to that place for 4,000 years. And then when they finally go there, they see all the Corona bottles still there. That's what we're talking about. I mean, who the heck will be here in 4,000 years? That's what I want to know. Who's going to be here in 4,000 years? What's it going to look like? You're tuned into the DJ Doge Show. Follow me on X at DEEJAYDOGE. And we're back. We're watching the highlights from yesterday's White Sox game. They were hosted by the Cleveland Guardians on their opening day. Final score 1-0 Guardians.
And he gets him on that changeup. You asked for it. There it is.
The bottom falls out of it.
Second punch out for Shane Smith.
Here's Lane Thomas.
And the changeup. 3 straight punch outs for Shane Smith.
Nolan Jones with 2 down and the bases empty.
Backhanded at third by Vargas. The long throw across the diamond. And a nice job by Shane Smith.
For Lively, he's throwing a lot of balls today, and it's got to be this weather, the grip he's having on baseball.
On the ground to Carlos Santana, and the Gold Glover takes it himself, 1 down. Lively with the 2-2. Slowed it down, popped it up. Behind the plate, Bo Naylor to the screen. Makes the play!
Yeah, Lively already now with 50 pitches here in the third.
Nice. Got him looking, a fastball, froze him on the inside corner.
And this kid looks good.
8 up, 8 down for right-hander Shane Smith.
2 down, nobody on, no score, third inning for Brian Rocchio.
0-2 coming, swinging a hard ground ball up the middle.
Behind.
I mean, that's like a boring game, right? Boring game, but if you are a Cleveland fan and you're there, then you're probably happy. You're happy you're not getting spanked.
9-second glove by Amaya. He'll throw over, and what a start for Shane Smith. He is perfect through 3 innings, 9 up, 9 down. He's only made 35 pitches.
Taking his time here. Here's his 3-2. Hit hard up the middle, and there is the first hit of the ball game. Luis Robert Jr. knows what to do with it. That is 8 now of the first 11 White Sox hitters seeing at least 5 pitches.
Safe at second base with a stolen base is Robert. That's his second on the season. Here's the 3-1.
Drives this to right field, and it'll fall in front of the right fielder, Jones. Robert Jr. had to hold. That's why he will stop at third. The White Sox with something going here. Still nobody out in the 4th inning.
Bond looking for a ball he can elevate. 1-1 is popped up, shallow right. Arias will head out.
Was that drone footage? I would like to get a drone. They would make really cool aerial camera shots, don't they?
Out, and he'll make the catch right away from home plate, but he's too shallow for Robert to even consider tagging. Theiss walked in his first trip. Now the middle infielders are back at double play position. Try to help Lively get out of this.
Swung on, ground ball to short. Rocchio to the bag for 1. Arias low throw to first. In time. Double play. And somehow Lively works out of it. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Quan leads things off for the Guardians, facing Shane Smith, who's been terrific. Perfect game going.
Swing and a miss. Oh, an awkward cut by Quan on a changeup, and he strikes out, which doesn't happen often. Here's Ramirez, 1-2.
Well, he has not figured out what to look for from Smith yet.
Swung on line, caught by Andrew Vaughn, the first baseman. 2 outs, base is empty for Carlos Santana.
Swinging a ground ball to second. Sosa's got it in the outfield grass. He'll flip to Vaughn.
And the Guardians go in order in the 4th. Here comes the 1-2 to Lenin Sosa. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner.
I figure since it's baseball season, we can make it a little like a tradition to check out these White Sox game highlights. I figure it's some kind of chill content. I mean, I like the Sox, so let's go.
Sosa caught looking. He doesn't like it.
Swing and a miss. He came right back and blew it by him. Back-to-back strikeouts for the first time today for Ben Lively.
The 2-0.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a play by Arias. And he throws him out.
Big day defensively for Gabriel Arias. Smith is still perfect. Guardians trying to battle here and has some more lengthy at-bats. Ball 4. He walked him on 4 straight. The Guardians have their first base runner.
Make him get back in that strike zone. Don't help him out.
Up and in, and it got him on the hand, or maybe the wrist.
So the Guardians will have runners at first and second, but is Thomas okay? And it hurts anyway. But on a day like today, that's a tough one. Trying to talk his way to staying into this game, and that'll happen as he heads on down to first base. That'll set the table now for Nolan Jones.
There's a line to Sosa. They said he did have it in his glove long enough on the transfer. That's when it popped out, so the out is recorded for out number 1.
And now, oh man, Thomas is coming off the field. He's still hurting.
That's not a good sign.
By the way, Lane Thomas has a great wrist contusion, but the x-rays have come back negative.
And the Guardians will need a pinch runner.
Guardians threatening with runners at first and second and 1 away.
Swinging a little tap. It's a fair ball up the first base line. And Smith will pick it up and apply the tag, and that's always a little bit of a risk.
The runners move up to second and third, but now there's 2 down. Bo Naylor, even without a base hit, the Guardians with their best scoring chance.
Swing and a fly ball, pretty well hit deep right. Leaping catch by Tauchman. He cut across and then had to make a late adjustment. Still no hits for Cleveland. They strand a couple after 5.
This video is being brought to us courtesy of MLB YouTube channel.
So Cade Smith has walked the number 9 and 1 hitters. 2 on, nobody out, and the batter will be Luis Robert Jr. Now the 1-2, swing and a miss. Kept that fastball in on his thumbs, and Luis Robert is a huge strikeout. 2 out, 2 on. Here's Andrew Vaughn. Swung on a chopper to short, gloved by Rocchio. Plants, throws, inning over. The battle won by Cade Smith. Second major league outing for Shane Smith. He's pitching a no-hitter.
Take a seat. Shane Smith has got his good.
Andrew Vaughn for the
Fast
second
forward.
inning. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from Naylor, and to third goes Robert on the pass ball.
We gotta take a break. 3 minutes.
Scoreless in the ninth, and a
Be right
0-2
back.
count.
You're tuned into the DJ Doge Show. Follow me on X at DEEJAYDOGE. But why don't we try to learn a little bit more about the recycling process? What do you say? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll learn something new, guys. What do you think?
Congratulations, you fulfilled your duty as a citizen. Or did you? It's easy to forget what actually happens to our waste, but there's a lot more to the recycling process than you may think. In fact, you'd be surprised to know that only a portion of the material is actually recycled. What happens to the rest of it? The recycling journey begins with the collection of recyclable materials. This can take place through various methods, such as curbside collection programs, drop-off centers, and commercial recycling services. To facilitate efficient sorting and processing, it's essential for consumers to separate recyclables, including plastics, paper, glass, and metals from non-recyclable waste. The collected material then arrives at a material recovery facility, MRF, also known as a recycling plant or recycling center. It's a crucial hub in the recycling process where recyclable materials are sorted, processed, and prepared for further recycling or manufacturing. These facilities can be anywhere from 7,000 to 8,000 square meters in size and sort 400 tons of waste every day. Here's what typically happens at an MRF. When recyclables arrive at the MRF, they are unloaded from collection trucks and brought to the facility's tipping floor. Here, workers or automated equipment may perform a quick initial inspection to remove any obvious non-recyclable items, such as large trash or hazardous materials. After the initial inspection, waste is pre-sorted. In this process, large or easily identifiable items that are not part of the recyclable stream, cardboard, large plastic items, are manually removed. After pre-sorting, MRFs employ a combination of manual labor and advanced sorting technologies to separate recyclables efficiently. Automated conveyor belts, screens, air classifiers, magnets, and optical sensors are some of the equipment used to sort materials based on their properties, such as size, weight, shape, and material type. These rotating cylindrical screens separate materials based on size. Smaller items fall through, while larger items continue down the conveyor. Powerful magnets are used to attract and separate ferrous metals containing iron, such as steel cans. These devices use sensors and cameras to identify and separate materials based on their optical properties, such as color and shape. They can sort plastics by resin type and colors. Air jets are used to separate lightweight materials, like...
You're tuned into the DJ Doge Show. Follow me on X at DEEJAYDOGE. And we're back. We are just finishing up these game highlights. White Sox versus Guardians yesterday.
Got him swinging on a cutter. So Clause makes sure the error doesn't cost him. Well, he reached back for a little extra on that. Can Cleveland walk off the Sox in the home opener?
It'll be 3-4-5 to the plate for Cleveland as the first baseman Carlos Santana leads it off.
Swung on, grounded toward first. Off the glove of Vaughn on the backhand. Recovered by the second baseman. Throw to Sosa. Got by Clevenger.
The Guardians did not have a hit until there were 2 outs in the 6th inning. They've now out-hit the White Sox 3-2.
So Cleveland with a winning run at first. Ball 4. They're loaded up. So Clevenger giving up the base hit, then back-to-back walks. And Nolan Jones in his return to Cleveland can be a part of a mob scene, and a 3-2 count on Nolan Jones. Low ball for ball game. Clevenger walks Nolan Jones with the bases loaded, and the Guardians walk off the White Sox literally. And
right there, the one walk. That's the whole. You know what? I think the Sox gave it to him just to be nice. I think so.
1-0.
Anyhow, it's a boring game, but it'd be nice to be there, you know. Boring games are fun for baseball right now. Dang. The Sox suck, huh? 2 wins, 8 losses. Womp, womp, womp. Do we play today? That's what I would like to know. Let's look. They do. They play today at 5:10 in Cleveland today. 5:10 game. In the meantime, why don't we listen to some music? It's 10:35 at the time of recording. Today's Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. You are watching the DJ DOGE Show. These are the sounds of Kevin Energy fucking with the frequency. Let's go. Sounds of Kevin Energy. absolutely love this track. The song Polymerization by M Project and Daniel 7. Here on the DJ DOGE Show. killer tune, Orbit by Dougal and Gammer.
take up to 4,000 years to decompose. 4,000 years! It's even longer if it's in a landfill.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, people? A modern glass bottle would take 4,000 years or more to decompose, and even longer if it's in a landfill. Can you imagine? Imagine if there's a big party where everyone's drinking Modelo's. Or Coronas. Maybe it's like a party in the woods. And nobody goes to that place for 4,000 years. And then when they finally go there, they see all the Corona bottles still there. That's what we're talking about. I mean, who the heck will be here in 4,000 years? That's what I want to know. Who's going to be here in 4,000 years? What's it going to look like? You're tuned into the DJ Doge Show. Follow me on X at DEEJAYDOGE. And we are back. Well, folks, that's it. Today is Wednesday, April 9th. Oh yeah, it's Chicken Little Awareness Day. We forgot to do that. There's no we. I forgot to do that. Maybe we could get it in real quick here. You know, Chicken Little says the sky is falling. The sky is falling. Well, I forgot there's a legit movie for it.
Welcome to the great, amazing book show.
Chicken Little.
Being poultry. Poultry is another name for chicken. Chickens are not
chicken.
poultry.
I don't know. We're not going to do that. Maybe if I could find Chicken Little. This is what we'll do. Today's a great day because I'm super excited because I ordered a new graphics card for my computer, which means I'm probably going to be able to live stream soon. It's been some technical difficulties stopping me from streaming, which is why I'm doing these pre-recorded shows. So as soon as, I think it could be by next week, I think I could have everything all set up to start streaming. It's very, very exciting. We're going to find this book. This is going to read. Go figure all the links are broken on this website. Or I'm trying to do something here. Here we go. Audio and PDF. Chicken Little was running around the garden where she didn't belong. She ran under a rose bush and a leaf fell on her tail. She was so scared by this she quickly ran off to the hen house. "Oh, hen house," she said, "the sky is falling." "But Chicken Little, how do you know that?" "I heard it with my own ears, I saw it with my own eyes, and I felt it with my own tail." "In this case," said the hen house, "let's get out of here as fast as we can." I'm going to try to get through some of this Chicken Little for you guys today here. So they both ran until they met the Lucky Duck. "Oh, Lucky Duck," said the hen house, "the sky is falling." "How do you know that?" said Lucky Duck. "Chicken Little told me." "How do you know that, Chicken Little?" "I heard it with my own ears, saw it with my own eyes, and felt it with my own tail." "Oh no, let's run then," said Lucky Duck. And so they ran on until they met Dancing Goose. "Oh, Dancing Goose," said Lucky Duck, "the sky is falling." "But Lucky Duck," said Dancing Goose, "how do you know that?" "Well, Hen House told me." "Hen House, how do you know that?" "Well, Chicken Little told me." "But Chicken Little, how do you know that?" "I heard it with my own ears, I saw it with my own eyes, and I felt it with my own tail." "Run, run as fast as you can," cried Dancing Goose. Boy, this is kind of would be nice to have the computer read it for us. This is a little too long for me to read. And in fact, it is too long. Folks, go look up Chicken Little. Everybody, you have a great day. Tune in tomorrow to the DJ DOGE show.
What ends up happening is sometimes people put things in their bin that they shouldn't. We call that contamination. And the contamination makes it very expensive for us to process glass. It makes it very cumbersome for the MRF, and it, in general, makes it harder to recover the materials that we want to. So one common misconception we hear is that glass is okay to be in the landfill because it's an inert material, and it is an inert material. However, it takes well over 4,000 years to fully degrade.
We've invested very heavily in glass cleanup systems for our facility. We've got over $1 million invested into cleaning out the contamination from the glass at this facility. And then after that, it still needs to go to a secondary processor, and they process and remove the remaining contamination that we're not able to remove.
We want our residents to put whole bottles into their cart. Now, we understand that through transportation there is some breakage there, but allowing us to use a glass crusher to...
You're tuned into the DJ DOGE show. Follow me on X at DEEJAYDOGE.